All right. This is a blue-white control deck. For people who are new to the stream, a couple people have been asking questions about the card choices while the subs were. So to dive into that, this is a viewer-submitted deck, like a lot of the decks that we play here on stream. I think one of the decisions this deck is trying to make is it's trying to lean into not playing its own permanent, so that way it can play Planar Cleansing. So we've got 9 different sweepers here at the top end. So that's why there's no 3-mana Teferi, I would venture to guess. The one thing that I would wonder is if maybe some Brazen Borrower should be in this deck, because Brazen Borrower does play well with Time Wipe. You'll notice this build is playing 4 Mass Manipulation here as well. There's 26 lands overall. Honestly, there's a chance that, like, with this and this, that there should maybe be another land in this deck. That would honestly be one of the things I would wonder. There's 10. There's only 16 white sources in this deck. I'm actually gonna add a white castle here. Head on over to the white castle. And I'm gonna cut a random spell for the white castle. Covetous Urge seems ambitious. I'm gonna cut one of those and add a 27th land because our deck's got a lot of expensive spells in it. Let's go ahead and dive on into an event with this deck and see how it goes. I actually really like White Castle. And White Castle is actually one of Christy's favorite things to eat. It's like, White Castle is like the only food place we don't have, fast food place we don't have in Bloomington. I think Nykthos will be cheaper or more expensive due to Theros. It could go either way. It depends on what decks are good or not. If Nykthos is good in Standard, I'd expect its price to go up. Well, I mean, like, this is a hand of Standard legal cards. This is better. As a non-American, I don't understand the sheer amount of chain fast food places and how you remember them all. Nykthos was not spoiled, but we're assuming that it's going to be there. All right. Would not be surprised if any reasonable aggro deck was about to run us over. Don't play a card. Don't play a card. Rats. Don't play another card. Ah! Oh no. They found our weakness, chat. Plays before turn 5. What's my favorite fast food place as a proud American? It depends on what you classify as. I'm just going to activate this every turn. We are super dead. It depends on if you lump places like Noodles and Company and, it depends on if you lump Noodles and Company and Chipotle in with fast food. You don't? Out of just straight fast food, it's probably White Castle. Chipotle should count. See, I think Chipotle is in a different category than like a lot. I think like Chipotle and Taco Bell are different categories. But I would put Noodles and Company and those, they're fast casual, chat. They're not fast food, they're just fast casual. Well, I mean, they played out Midnight Reaper, right? So like I'm killing 5 of their things, but they're drawing 5 cards here. So, like... Is that an actual category? Listen, a TV advert described that as a category to me. And why would the TV lie to me? See, now there's a good question. Is Portillo's in the Taco Bell or the Chipotle category? I feel like it could honestly go either way. Uncertain. Man, we're just gonna die to this stupid cat. Maybe I should have put some Blast Zones in my deck. Please cast a spell I can absorb. For the love of God. Absorb. Absorb. They're just gonna pick this back up and play it again, aren't they? They do not have nacho fries right now. Much to my children's dismay. What about Panera? I think Panera's in a different category. This does not gain control of artifacts. It is creatures and planeswalkers only. Your local Taco Bell is also a KFC. Interesting. The cat came back the very next day. Do 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 do. Oh, to get murderous ridered. Excuse me? Excuse me? It's honestly impressive, just like how bad all of these cards are. It's pretty rare that like I look at 7 cards, lands and spells, I'm just like, none of these help me. Is it just Chemister's Insight? I think it's just like Chemister's Insight land, huh? Because like if none of these cards are good, I'd rather draw more cards, right? I think I should take the troll. No, I think I'm setting up to time wipe. I think we want to get set up to time wipe. I don't know if we're gonna beat it. We're ever gonna beat them gaining 3 life a turn though. I mean, like they literally just feed things to the troll forever, right? They did forget to activate Dovin. It's a good beat. Please stop. Please stop. All right, so I'm gonna like double Chemister's Insight this turn, I think. Am I? Or should I just take both trolls? Maybe I should just take both trolls. I should have done this pre-combat so I could attack. That was a mistake. Oh. Deal. Resolves. It all worked out better than expected. I think I'm going to leave a cage in the sideboard to wish for. Covetous Urge seems slow. Honestly, Mass Manipulation is slow. Our deck's not well set up for this. So I've got 3 Fae of Wishes in my main deck. So I'm going to leave the cage in the sideboard to fetch with Fae of Wishes. Do pretty minimally boarding here. Maybe they concede again, right? I don't like, so our deck doesn't have a ton of cheap cards to mulligan to here, so I think I'm just like keeping Absorb and lands and a sweeper. I mean, they weren't going to be Double Abyss, though. They could have sacked a Clackbridge Troll to the oven. If we win a whole match, I might cry. Oh, that's true, actually. Time Wipe is actually kind of good against the... Our Planar Cleansing is actually kind of good against the Oven Plan. Yeah, you're right. I should have Planar Cleansings in my deck and not Mass Manipulations. That's a good suggestion. I'm building Temur Oko for Historic. Would it be good to play all 12 Banded Dorks? I think for Oko, Temur Oko and Historic, I'm going to start at 10 Dorks and 4 ones. Probably play 2 Grazer. I think that's going to be my jumping in point. So we're going to Chemisters here, and then we'll Realm-Cloaked next turn. They can freely play out more stuff here, because when their stuff dies, it draws cards anyways. Well, gotta do that now. Get out of my hand. Freezer's better, because it casts Mew and Scions. Maybe. The fact that Grazer requires an extra land to like, the fact that like Grazer 2 lands doesn't cast a 3-drop is a big deal. And like Elf 2 lands with the right lands cast your 3-drops. This triggering drill bit is hot. Assume we're going to lose Disenchant here. Yeah, they've missed a lot of oven activations. Is Realm-Cloaked Giant a consideration in Blue-Eyed Approach? It can be a finisher. It can be reset with Time Raveler. Maybe. It's probably worth testing over Settle. I don't think it's better than Supreme Verdict, but if I wanted more than 4 Supreme Verdicts, it could be fine. Well, they know about this agent, right? So, like, if we hit an untapped land here, we get to jam that. Deal. Nothing in there I really want to get back yet, so let's hold off. You can find out how all the details on the deck submission process works here on the website. The TLDR is that Tier 1 and Prime subs do not bump or add anything. Tier 2 subs can bump, and Tier 3 subs can bump or add each month. Tier 1 subs get to be in chat, get to pop in the subs Discord, and get to add decks at a lower rate outside of their subscription. This Spawn of Mayhem, even after taking it, still kinda kills us, huh? I don't know, like the Spawn still wears us down. You do eventually get to time people out, which is a good upside. I think we're just like playing a 7-7, right? I guess I'll put an Absorb on top because I want to gain some life. That's true. You gotta be quick if you want to be able to time people out. Gotta go fast. I think if we untap here with our board, I think if we get to untap here with Absorb and Veto up, this game should be pretty done. I guess they could theoretically kill us with this activation eventually, or some Iara triggers. Am I time wiping next turn? Is that crazy? I feel like it might not be crazy to just time wipe them next turn. Oh yeah, this has Vigilance. Yeah, good call. Listen, chat, there's only professionals involved in this match, okay? Only professionalism here. He's the size of a world, so naturally he has vigilance and not reach. Because magic makes sense. Blocking with Rankle's interesting because now my Spawn of Mayhem is free to attack and my Spawn kills them relatively quickly. They fly around him, not over him. Fair. It's garbage time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here. Do 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 do. So finish a whiskey and beer. Chat, I'm a little cautious to say this because I've been hurt before, but we've currently been playing Magic Arena for over 60 minutes since our client restart, and I'm not experiencing piles of lag yet. I would like to believe, but I've been hurt. I'm scared to love again. You're using the patch today, Cardi? There was a patch this morning, or this afternoon, or whatever you want to call it. Technically this morning, right? Yeah, we're currently playing on Ultra. We're playing on Ultra and it's not lagging yet. This is Ultra. They fixed the Shadow Realm bug, for lack of a better phrasing, a little bit ago. Man, some of the sample hands in this deck are something else. Pioneer went so quick this morning. I wasn't planning to start Mythgard until about 3:30. Even if we finish this deck, we probably have time to play another deck. Should we play a historic deck this afternoon? Is that a thing we should do? What do you think? Should we play this for another hour and then play some historic? All right, we're gonna do it. Someone dug up the Yarok Field deck that I built last time we thought we were gonna do historic, and I kinda want to play it. Alright, I'm adding it to the stream title. It's official. We're gonna play some Yarok Field after this. We can add any of the historic anthology cards to Yarok. Oh, that's right. Those didn't exist when I put it together. Do any of the cards go in Yarok Field? Anyone? I'm like trying to think. I feel like the answer is no. Meatwad, thank you for the third of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Treasure hunt? Probably not. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna work our way towards this Realm-Cloaked Giant. Popping off here. Whoa, Murderous Rider got an animation. Oh, yeah. I feel happy. Do 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 do. Bip bip do. Bip do 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 do. Bip do 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 do. It'd be a mono blue Jace treasure hunt deck in a story. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the full text on treasure hunt offhand. Yeah, burning Chemister has an enter the battlefield trigger, chat. Obviously, it goes in your Arc Field. Reveal cards to the top of your library until you reveal a non-land. Pull the cards revealed this way into your hand. That's funny. I bought tickets to Hamilton tonight before I know. Go see Hamilton. Hamilton's great. You won't be sad. If you like musical theater, Hamilton's wonderful. Yoink. We're gonna do historic. Yeah, don't throw away your shot. We're gonna play historic all afternoon tomorrow, and then depending on how much historic we're gonna do next week will be dictated by how many historic submissions I get and how the videos do on YouTube and stuff. So if you are interested in historic, get your submissions in. Double it up. Deal. Deal Areno, opponent. Deal Areno. I hope all the haters out there that thought our blue-white control deck was gonna be bad are content. Seven mana creatures are busted. Yoink. So they're dead. It's been so long, I forgot we had a yoink emote. Our deck's probably devours whatever it is they're doing. Stroke sounds good here. Time Raveler's actually not that good against their questing beast deck. I think I just like swap in Stroke for some Vetoes and click submit. Little bit of counter magic, some sweepers, some stealier stuff against their mid-range deck sounds great. Where do you see the field deck? Buried deep in the bowels of my stream decker. It'll be switched to the active deck once we switch over to historic. Sure. My opponent put us on the play. All right, you do you, opponent. Always choose to play in Magic, chat. Always be on the play. That's fine. Alright. Would like some lands, please. Opponent just, like, next level put us on the play while, like, we, like, need to draw a land. See? See, wait, this card costs quad blue? Why is this card in my deck? No, we're gonna do historic next. I'm planning, my Mythgard slot was slotted for about 3:30 today, and some of our Magic decks went quickly. So, we're gonna do a little bit of that. A little bit of historic before we dive into Mythgard. Mythgard is always the tail end segment. Always the last thing. All right, I deserve this. Hey, thanks for the 8 months, Fuena. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Who put this card in my deck? What were they doing? All right, 27 land deck needs to draw some lands. Famous last words. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have boarded the Glass Caskets in. Hey, a 7-drop. That's a lot like a land, right, chat? Nothing says Picoglandia quite like I need to draw a land draws a 7-drop, right? Perfect. Never didn't have it. Nothing but net. One step closer to casting Covetous. Oh, wait. Whoops. Someone asked the price of cutting historic elves in front of Yarok. $100. 100 American dollars. I will play whatever you want me to play. Thank you for pointing that out. It's much cheaper to get me to play your deck by waiting your turn in line. If you want to not wait your turn in line, the price is Benjamin. Benjamin's got to have my back. Just J4K3, thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. What am I even getting here? I think it's just Glass Casket. You're the most expensive cam girl I know of. You probably don't know a lot of cam girls then. Yeah, that's an accurate take. Should have boarded out a land so we could Fae of Wishes for it, huh? When are we putting Embercleave on Gulta? As soon as someone submits it. Well, shoot. Do you do an overview of every submission? I don't know what you mean, Slickly. I believe we have died, chat. Feels blue-white control, man. Feels blue-white control. Check if the mana base works, if the sideboard is relevant. Yeah, I give decks a once-over usually. Usually things that are real bad, I just don't accept. Covetous Urge should have been a 28th land. Honestly, that's probably would have been a good decision. With how high the curve is in this deck, adding another utility land and cutting another spell would probably be a good choice. The curve in this deck is incredibly high. I would like to submit that previous match as the empirical evidence that the shuffler is rigged against me. The truth is out there, sheeple. Wake up. Do you understand? Watsy's trying to keep your bruise down by making sure you don't draw lands. There's a special flag on my account to make sure I get mana screwed. It's my kink. They know I enjoy it. Yeah, every day that passes that you don't buy booster packs on Magic Arena, you're more likely to get mana screwed. That's how the algorithm works. Yay, 1/4s. About to get, like, collisioned here. I probably should have played the untapped island so I could hold up Quench or Veto. Don't say that too loud, Hasbro is listening. Business Daddy would never do us wrong like that, extras. Don't you speak ill of Business Daddy. Yep. Are you gonna give this haste and attack me? That'd be rude. Guess I didn't think about that line. Rude. Maybe I should have quenched that. Could have really used that last turn. I know I missed a point of damage by not attacking. This game's not about to be decided by 1 point of damage. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Hopefully they don't seek my face with a questing beast this turn. Wicked Wolf, sure. Ooh. I covet the things they have, chat. I seek them. They are my desire. My desire. Do I even want to play this card? If I play this card, I like have to tap out a blue mana. That seems real bad. Grab an Ugin for next turn. You ever absorbed a gilded goose so they wouldn't make a food to protect their wicked wolf? I have, chat. I have, and it's not pretty. Bathe in ghost fire. Ha! I am Ugin. What you doing over there? Those are some pretty big magic cards you got over there, opponent. Pretty big magic cards. They've got a couple of 5-drops on their side of the board. Oh no! Gotta negate that one. I wish upon a star to wake up where the wild things are behind you. How many lands do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If only there were more Covetous Urges in the sideboard. Alright, Disdainful Stroke sounds great. I'm gonna cut the Covetous Urge. I know many of you are incredibly disappointed at the moment, but I'm cutting the Covetous Urge. Alright, click submit. It's a mono blue Thoughtseize. What an incredibly apt and precise description. Enjoy tilting my friends by playing Savage Knuckle Blade, by saying Savage Knuckle Blade and Pearl Lake Ancient were the same card. They were very close, to be fair. As someone who's registered both of those cards in Modern, they're very similar. Right on time, Quench. Peak feels blue-white, man. Feels blue-white. Well, you know, that turn could have gone worse. Hey, Demon Stratus, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Alright, give me something to absorb, and then I get to untap and Realm-Cloaked Giant, cast off the world. Be good to go. Is Quench better than Veto there? I don't think so. My opponent's deck has a lot of creatures in it, and Quench can counter creatures. I'd like the record to reflect that if I hadn't added a 27th land, we would not have played our 4th land that turn. Wipe away these filthy peasants. Goodbye, Felicia. Hopefully we draw lands for the next 2 turns here. Perfect. I can activate Castle or Quench them this turn. A slow deck like this is mainboarding Fae of Wishes and sideboard stuff like Mass and Urge wrong. Pudge against cheat. I think it's fine. I think it could go either way. We have main deck Fae of Wishes. I don't know. I think this deck's just like mostly not respecting aggro. That's like a decision it's made. They activated my trap card, chat. Land. I'm really glad I have a counter spell, so I can stop whatever it is they're doing next turn. Definitely gonna stop their play with my counterspell. Well, I know what we're Agent of Treachery at least. Yoink. I could have gained 3 life with the Absorb, but being only 1 land from Agent, I think I'm going to be able to use the Absorb to counter stuff. My poor castle. Really? Thank you. I appreciate you, opponent. Kerthunk. Maybe I'm just supposed to Realm-Cloaked Giant there and like hold up Quench. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to like cast off hold Quench there. If they have like another worm, I could be in trouble here. This deck definitely needed more Rhythm of the Wild. 10 out of 10 agree. Hey, chat. Goodbye, non-giants. This giant's just like, I binge. Are we about to be 2-1, chat? I think we're about to be 2-1. To all the haters out there that didn't believe in our little deck that could, I want you to remember this. Plague Wind, still good. Get that, 2-1. We've won more than we've lost. Chat, we've been playing for 90 minutes and it isn't a laggy mess yet. Speed, thank you for the 31 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Could this be it? Is this the chosen patch? On cue, it crashes. Is this stability? Moments before that. I feel like I'm tempting fate by saying these things, which is part of the reason I'm saying them. Navier, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back. Awful close to the sun. I agree. Let's nope that one right on out of here. Hi yourself, Nate Dog. Thanks for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, I would like to, again, this 27th land coming in clutch. Sweet. Insight will hopefully find us a 5th land. Yes, there was a patch today, and not only did it bring with stability, client improvements, but it also brought the historic ranked ladder, which is exciting. Didn't you just say that Chemister's Insight was unplayable yesterday? Well, obviously. I think this card's actually very good right now. I think this card's great against these oven decks. Roger Ghoul, thank you for the quarter of a year of support. What's my Chinese zodiac? I have no idea. Not a clue. Mass Manip's pretty bad here, though. Can I just, like, hit a 5th land in my infinite land deck? Thank you. The power level in Historic is pretty high based on some Twitch surfing. Yeah, I believe that. The power level of this current standard format is high. We're gonna play some Historic Yarok Field here in a moment. It's gonna be great. Sweet. Please play more cards. Rats. That's it? That's all you got to play? I mean, they're going to get to draw 2 cards with Trail of Breadcrumbs here, if they understand how their cards work. Let's see if they know the hold priority trick and sack both foods. Feels like they're in full control mode. Nope, they messed up. So if they would have full controlled there, they could have sacked both food to their familiar, which then in turn, which would have let them trigger Trail of Breadcrumbs twice. If we hit a land next turn, we're going to be an untapped land next turn. We're going to be in a very good spot.
As long as we win, nothing else matters.
Untapped land. Untapped land. Untapped land. Untapped land. Well, not quite, but close enough. Goose, it's what's for dinner.
I grow bored with this fight.
No, the Yarok deck's a Field of the Dead deck, Wargy Corgi. Can we put Historic Soul Sisters in the queue? We definitely can. Y'all ready to take out the trash?
Everyone is expendable.
Is this matchup good? Dare I venture to say it? Could this matchup be good? Planar Cleansing seems objectively good in this matchup. Yeah, it really does. Like, it just undoes. Normally, your permanents are, like, hard to deal with. Wow! Have we played a Quench yet this game? We did. Okay, fair. Like, just the soul reads that were on Quench. Were you using that? Can I use that for a minute? Thanks. I don't know about blue-white specifically, but I've been picking apart these cat decks with Esper and Reanimator decks I've been trying. Interesting. Disenchant sounds fine. Their deck's got a lot of top end in it. It might be right to bring in Stroke here. I don't know. All my main deck cards seem pretty okay. I think I'm just going to bring in a Disenchant for this silly Covetous Urge that's not very good. We leave Cage in the sideboard so we can Fae of Wishes for it. Have the cat decks been sideboarding Priest instead of main deck? I've not seen a Priest. I've seen Priest in game 1, but not game 2. Most of the Jund cat decks tend to not play Priest. The Jund decks tend to not play Priest. The mono black or like the black splash white deck that I was playing, or red black, those tend to be lower to the ground aggressive decks. Frequently play Priest. Oh yeah, when I fragged you earlier, you got unmodded. Yeah, Planar Cleansing plus a bunch of steal their stuff effects is a neat way to attack what the opponent's deck is doing. Their deck's not very aggressive, so I'm just gonna keep this hand full of lands. I don't think we're playing Fae of Wishes here. You are a mod on that account. Man. It's been a while since I've really used Twitter. And it's therapeutic in a way to take out the trash and block a bunch of people with medium opinions. Never forget, chat, interacting with people on social media is optional, and most people just want to drag you down into the mud. Don't take the time to interact with people who are whatever. Just block, mute, whatever, and move on. Life's a lot better when you use block and mute functions on social media. All right, chat, I had someone tell me that someone said I'm the Phil Brooks of MTG. Is that a compliment or an insult? I'll have to Google that person. I don't know who that is. Phil Brooks was a professional wrestler who had a long run as a WWE champion, also pissed off everybody in that company. All right, yeah, that sounds right. I'll take that one. I'll take that one as a compliment. I think we've died, chat. Definitely should have played the 28th land. Made management mad, not the other superstar. Sure, yeah, that sounds accurate. All right, I'm gonna put in a couple strokes. I think I'm gonna cut a couple manipulations here. Ranked Historic is only best of 3. You can play Historic as a best of 1 format by just joining the unranked best of 1 queue with a Historic legal deck. Can we get Jeff to dye his hair again? We should do something like that. Do another push for something. Declan asked me with some amount of frequency when I'm gonna color my hair again. So the kids get a kick out of it. My hair's not very long at the moment. Maybe I'll wait for it to my bald head to grow a little bit more hair. Blue is my personal favorite color, so would not mind blue too much. You want neon green, red and green for Christmas. Chestnuts roasting, do 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 do, do 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 do. Fabled Passage animation. Fabled Passage animation. This deck's minus EV because we don't have Fabled Passages to crack. The new animation is lit, fam. Look at that. We're going to hit 5 lands in 5 turns. That's so exciting. Lovestruck Beast is an interesting inclusion in their deck. Looks like they're a little bit more aggressive. Getting dyed a lot of different colors probably sounds expensive, because I assume that's more difficult to do. One would assume. Absorb. Many of the children at Declan's school still know me as the guy who had pink hair. Maybe I should have played the untapped land and Fae of Wishes there. Yeah, I think that was the line. I should have gone land and then granted for something useful. Just to, like, use my mana for the turn. Just be constantly resource efficient. Get it dyed to match your skin so it looks like you're bald. Why wouldn't I just shave it off then? Sounds like a medium plan. So it keeps your head warm still? I guess. Grab the backup time wipe out of the board. $10,000 goal for a Make America Great Again hat for a day. I don't take money to promote bigots. And neither should you. Who's surprised that that's a gift sub? You can ban that one. Weird. It's funny. I'm looking forward to the gift subs falling off. I'm gonna time wipe here. Am I? Or do I Planar Cleansing? I'm gonna Cleansing because I kind of want to save the time wipe for when I have Fae in play so I can pick it back up with time wipe. If you disconnect during a game, the sideboard screen is currently completely broken. How much to burn a maga hat on stream? That we could probably arrange. This does give them a window to slip a planeswalker in here. Just a questing beast deal. Have another duress, which is of in, sure. Alright. So this means I can't hold up Veto, but it means I get to pick my Fae of Wishes back up, so I think that's the correct line. Thanks for the 14 months, Ghost Stalker. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday wherever you are. At work, but it's going to be a good one. Excellent. Have a good one, the Unnamed. Thanks everyone for hanging out today, by the way. 1,700 people in here. We peaked up over 2,000 people for a little bit at one point today. Great to see. Great to be experiencing a standard format that's playable again. It's quite vulnerable. I don't have any way to gain life in my sideboard, do I? I just have, like, so many cards I could wish for, and just, like, none of them are good here. Feels bad, man. I guess I do that. We need to approach the second set of the board. Hey, thanks for the 21 months, Bashcooter. I appreciate that. They didn't sack it to Oven. Does that mean they're about to destroy my casket? Yep. Feels bad, man. Oh. Do I play Fae of Wishes? No, I'm just gonna hold up Veto. It depends on what kind of message you're willing to tolerate, Lord. Tolerating intolerance is like being intolerant yourself. Being silent always supports the oppressor and never the oppressed. Silence is complacency. Thanks for the 17 months, No Lava. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Subtle Lyoxidation, thank you for the seven months as well. 17 on No Lava, 7 on Subtle. Welcome back. Do they want to play Lovestruck Beast, another potential sweeper here? Since they need a 1/1 for the Lovestruck Beast to do anything anyways, I kind of feel like they're supposed to just play it out. I guess they could draw another 1/1 though. Whenever people try to tell me I'm not someone who's accepting because I don't want to deal with people who are supporting things that Trump is doing, I always tell people I just judge folks based on the contents of their character and their actions and not what they look like or where they come from. And that's what we should all strive to do. You can and should judge people who open their mouths and let you know that they're a terrible person. What you shouldn't do is you shouldn't prejudge people based on what they look like, where they come from, or who they love. That's the difference. And a lot of people make bad faith comparisons between those two things. Wearing a MAGA hat tells me what you believe in. That judging someone based on wearing a MAGA hat is judging them based on who they are and where they come from and what they support. Who they are and what they support. When a person tells you who they are, believe them. Yep, solid advice. Well, I'm glad I've got one non-creature spell. Happy to make it count. Maybe I should have held the land to pick my Fae of Wishes back up. Yeah, we're dead to a cat, right? We're dead to a cat, we're dead to a Mayhem Devil. Not having a way to gain life with this Fae of Wishes was super relevant this game. So pick this up. Granted for Covetous Urge. Covetous Urge the Mayhem Devil. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We're still dead, I swear. Oh, we were nearly there. Dee 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 dee. Oh, Magic's a great game sometimes. Cannon. Lines like those are why I subbed too good. Alright, anywho, this deck was super clunky and awkward. Just the curve is super high, and like the raw power level of what we were doing was actually pretty okay. Mass manipulation was like kind of middling. Against these oven decks, it's not great. The fact that Agent can take oven and lands makes it feel a lot better than manipulation a lot of the time. If I was going to do something close to this again, I would definitely play another land with this super chunky curve, but I think overall this deck's just like not playing enough stuff early to the board enough to be very good. The Wish package just takes up so much of the sideboard that you just like don't have enough good cards to bring in. I think you could probably play it with a smaller Wish package and maybe be better. My one takeaway is I do think this card is genuinely good against the Cat Oven decks. So maybe there's a blue-white control deck or a white XX control deck that's constructed in a little bit different way. That Planar Cleansing ends up being a good card in those decks to help you against those Cat Oven decks. Would be something I wouldn't be super surprised to see.